Hey everybody, it's Mark here again. I told you I put out another video right after the one I just did, and this one is about what my friends have been wanting me to talk about actually. They asked my opinion about this young gentleman, or this older gentleman, by the name of Johnny B, who makes videos called Stolen Valor. Um, I only saw one of his videos. Now I've heard about him, that he makes videos pretending that he's a vet and all this other good stuff. I'm going to tell you that I hold no ill will toward this person. I'm not angry. I don't want to hurt him. I don't think anyone should feel the same way. The last video I saw of him was this. It was a December 2012 video, and he was in a car saying, he's happy people want to hurt him or something like that, but he's going to keep doing whatever he wants to do. Basically, was what he said. That, oh, we're going to get in contact with the law and he's going to get arrested. And he was smiling about it. Now, first of all, to all of you who are hating him and are wishing harm on him, you're validating him. He feels validated that people are paying attention to him. You're giving him attention. Positive or negative, he's getting attention. And he's enjoying it. If you watch that December 12th or that December 2012 video, he's smiling in his car, saying, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. And on freaking Memorial Day, I'm going to wear my pressed uniform or whatever the case is, whatever he says, at the local food establishment. Right? And I kind of shook my head, And I'm going to tell you, I feel bad for people like that, like him. His life is actually, is probably, in my opinion, probably missing meaning. There's no meaning in his life, nothing of substance in his life. So what he has to do is he has to go and pretend to be someone who, in his eyes, has substance, a veteran or current service member. Because, there's a lot going on with us. You see it everywhere. You see, hey, welcome home troops and this, that, and the other, and there's always something for us. Now, off of that, I'm an ex-service member. And when I joined the military, I didn't do it to get accolades, to get, hey, welcome home troops. I didn't do it so that people can stop me in the street, shake my hand and tell me thank you for your service. I didn't do it for that. Most people don't. Most people join the military, there's tons of reasons. But it's never for accolades. It's certainly not for the pay. We don't get paid that much. So what this person, Johnny V, did was he's assuming a persona of a person or of a class of people that he believes has substance. Veterans, disabled veterans, and it's just, it makes me feel bad, but what frustrates me is that a lot of people give him attention. Talk about they want to hurt him and wish harm on him, and they're going to call the police and they're going to fight him and this, that, and the other. Stop validating him. Stop validating him. You're not helping the situation. The only reason why he's dragging this out, if he's still making these videos, is that he's getting attention. And we're giving it to him. Us as Americans are giving it to him. Now, granted, a lot of veterans who actually went and fought the good fight, lost friends, or injured themselves horribly, or whatever the case is, wounded warriors, would be very offended. I myself was offended at first because I've lost friends there while I was deployed, and then when we got back because of things that happened when we were deployed. So I was very offended. Like I felt like he was dishonoring their memory, or he was acting like their sacrifices meant nothing because he can play it. He can act like it. He can play it off. He can fantasy world it. But as I watched and I looked at him, just looking the way he looks, he's obviously overweight. He's bad dental hygiene. His vocabulary is limited to stuff you can read in comic books. So that led me to believe, I started feeling bad for him. And it led me to believe that he has nothing of substance in his life. So to these people who are hating him and want to hurt him and things like that, just forget about it. The more attention you give him, the more he'll keep on. And other military YouTubers or veteran YouTubers, don't give this guy any more attention. Don't give him any more credit than he's due. You know, people that lie about things like this and cause pain to others often, if not all the time, have a rebound to them. So don't give this guy any more attention. Don't validate him or watching his videos. Don't comment on him in your things. I mean, this is the last I'm going to say about it. I'm not talking to him. I'm talking to everyone else who hates him. Just ignore the guy. He'll go away. You know, he'll go away like that fly in your house. They have like a 7-day lifespan. Poof, dead. And he'll come to terms with the emptiness of his own life. All right. Something else I wanted to talk about, and that's about ignorance, gross ignorance. I've served for 14 years. And there are others that have served 2, maybe 3 times that, 35, 38 years time in the freaking service, you know. And no matter how long you serve, from 4 years to 40 years, we've all served. Okay, from 4 years to 40 years. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're National Guard, Reserves, regular Army, or any other branch of service. You know, now we often joked about how other services weren't as hardcore as Army, and then Marines say the same thing, and so on. So it's just a rivalry that you really can't get over. It's just how it is. It's camaraderie, is what it is. But we all do the same thing. We all do what our government asks. We all do what we can when our duties are given to us. I watched a video a few years back that when I was younger, I was probably like 24, 25, I don't even remember. But it was this girl, Liberty Gal, Liberty Chick, or something like that on YouTube. And her video was about why she doesn't support the military. She had a number of reasons. She had a few valid reasons saying, hey, this is our government, is using them for this, and our government is that and the other. Okay. Everyone knows on the face of the earth, no matter what country you live in, corruption lives in every walk where there is power. So there's corruption in the police force, corruption in the government, corruption in the military, corruption in companies that are civilian companies. Wherever there's power, there will be corruption. Not saying everyone's corrupt, but there will be. You know, so some of her reasoning behind it was very valid because she brought up valid points. But then she said some ignorant things that didn't make any sense. For one, she said she's not going to support a military that holds AK-47s to children's faces. We don't use AK-47s. We have M16s, M4s, and the such. AK-47s are from Warsaw countries, i.e. Afghanistan, Iraq, Russia, Serbia, so on and so forth. Those are Warsaw countries. We do not use them. Now, to say that a soldier got his hands on one and then did it is something else. But to say that everyone in the military does that, that's her reasoning. In the military, we all do this. Get AK-47s is ridiculous. It's a very gross, ignorant statement because she made it so broad. It covers all of us, all 250,000 or so many of us, whatever. Something else she said was that we all shoot up villages. Now, her statements wouldn't have been ignorant if she would have pointed out specific times. Oh, at this time, this particular soldier or this company of soldiers shot up a village. Or at this particular time, this particular soldier had an AK-47 pointed at a child's face. Something else. But she didn't. She said, we all do this. This is military-wide. From Air Force to Navy to Marines to Army. We all do it. Now, that's a ridiculously gross, ignorant statement. Just gross information, gross misinformation. And it's sad that someone can have such a bottlenecked, have such a pigeonholed view of a group of people serving our country, no matter what service we're in, and then say that we're all the same. That's basically what she's saying. It's kind of like being racist, except you're, well, prejudice. There we go. Prejudice toward the military. That's a better word. I apologize. Prejudice toward the military. Just because one military service member, or even if 20 do it, that we all do it. And I don't know how many people are in the military altogether. But I would say probably up in the 700, 800,000, maybe even more number. Now, I could probably count on my hand how many times I've heard or been reported to as a service member did something wrong. To that level. Shooting up villages, raping children, and things of that nature. Now, of course, in the news, it's going to be out there. That's worldwide news, and it's going to be out there. But even then, that doesn't speak for all of us. I've had the privilege, I've had the privilege of working with some of the best leaders, best subordinates, best peers I could ever work with in my entire life in any field of career, civilian or military. I've met and worked with some of the greatest people ever. Some of the greatest platoon sergeants, some of the greatest subordinates, some of the greatest, squad leaders before I became one. There's just so many, that it offends me that this person says that we're all rapists, or we all shoot children, or we all kill villages and stuff like that. And that's offensive to me. So yeah, I wanted to touch up on that ignorance. We're all not the same, present or future, or past soldiers. We are not the same. Some ruin it for the many. They say one bad apple ruins the bunch, but not in our case. Okay, for the most part, soldiers go overseas and try to do the right thing. They're not perfect, but they try to do the right thing. And if our government's corrupt, that in no way reflects the individual dedication that a particular soldier or group of soldiers does while on duty, doing what it is that he's told to do. Some guys fight in holes, fight in the mud to save the man next to them, drag them out of danger, to come home, being wounded even, and then come home to hear stuff like this. And that's personally offensive. Not that I've been wounded and drug people through mud and stuff like that, no. But it's offensive. So I hope people that watch this can say, well, that makes sense. Because there's no point in being prejudiced toward any career field or any military service. We all do what we have to do. But there are the few that ruin the many. Okay. But it's not all of us. And if you don't support us, then that's just fine. To each his own. Free country. But don't be ignorant. And, just don't be ignorant. Save our country from that ignorance. Thank you for listening to my rant. I'm put some more rants on here. I kind of enjoyed this. So just like, subscribe, and comment below if you want me to talk about anything in particular. I have a lot to say about a lot of things. And watch my last two videos too. They're about PTSD and how they affect my life. Okay, well, this is Mark signing out.